Welcome to the Merch Minds podcast, where we discuss everything about the Merch by Amazon business and the print-on-demand industry. Here are your hosts, Glen and Yong.
This is the Merch Minds podcast, episode number 20. My name is Glen. I have a YouTube channel, Hustler Hacks. And this is my boy, Yong.
What's going on, man? Not feeling so well, but the show must go on.
Yes, it must go on. And I was just telling Yong right now that it's been a little rough the last week or so, which we'll get into.
It's been very rough.
Yeah, with merch and personal stuff that we're not self-marketing robots. We have, feelings. We do get sick. We do go through things. So we're going to talk about a lot of randomness today and a pretty cool subject too. So, Yong, you want to get started?
Yeah, before we continue, we have to pay the bills. And this episode is being sponsored by Merch Candy. My boy over at Merch Candy, they offer t-shirt designs, pre-made, top quality, niche research t-shirts, ready for Amazon and other pod markets. So if you guys are interested, go check them out over at merchcandy.com/merchminds, and you'll get 2 free designs when you sign up. Again, merchcandy.com/merchminds, and check them out. They do some really good work out there.
Man, you're a natural.
Hey, you know what? I think it's because I'm not feeling too well.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll be over here making an ass out of myself. But yeah.
So let's start off with first off, just how was your week in general, and then how was your week on merch?
Yeah, it's been rough, man. It's rough. I've already mentioned that I'm not feeling too well. I've been up all night. I must have ate something last night. I'm gonna spare you guys from the details, but it's not pretty. And then, you and I were talking yesterday. My boss, who I have a very good relationship, someone who's supported me throughout my career. Her husband passed away, and it's been tough.
And I know you were saying that your office was pretty down, just kind of completely different atmosphere yesterday.
Right.
But, yeah. And the thing that's kind of, I know it's two totally different type of stories, but last year we had one of my ex-coworkers, her daughter, 13 years old. She actually had like a rare illness.
Okay.
But a rare illness that not a lot of us really knew about. And her daughter passed away last year. And I had known her daughter since she was probably like 7 or 8 years old, always going to like the camps and stuff when I worked at the university. And that one was really, really tough. And it was actually last month was like a whole year like since her passing, and it was really kind of like the same thing that I kind of know the similar feel in the office though of not, I don't know, it's just really, I've never felt that before.
Yeah, no, it's tough, especially when you know that someone that you care for is either gone or in my case, my boss, again, someone who we have a very good relationship, and she was one of the big reasons why I was able to go back to college, because she was very supportive. And to know that she's going through that is really, really tough.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, and it's sad because her husband just retired about 2 years ago, and my boss was talking about retiring here in the next 3-4 years, and they were supposed to be retired together.
Yeah.
And that's obviously no longer the case. So I guess the moral of this particular story is live your life now, man, because when you wait, you might not have that opportunity. So
yep. And that And that also, I don't know. I just have like these very similar stories. My friend's mom passed away, and she was only like
Mm,
53.
yeah,
This was about, I think, like
very
a year
young.
and a half ago, and she was only, I think, she was supposed to retire the next year after that.
Mm,
She had already put in like almost 30 years of being a teacher.
wow.
And I know her husband, which my friend's dad, like he was looking forward to that too. They were gonna go travel,
Yeah, yeah.
relax, spend that time together. And that's not gonna happen. And my friend, he's still going through a tough time. I mean,
Hmm.
that's not gonna go away. I mean, that was his mom, 50, for like 53 years old, really, really young still. Um, so I don't know. It's a tough thing
It
to
is.
go through either
It
way.
is. And this really isn't the way we want to start the show. As most of you guys know, we like to joke and stuff, and we're gonna get to that here in a second.
Yeah,
But
but at least the people know that we are humans.
we're human.
Yeah.
Things like this do happen. But yeah. Um, and
And you
shoot.
were coming back. You were coming back from Oregon, though. Not during the same time. I think I was coming back from New York, or I just got back.
Yeah, actually, we didn't even get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were in Oregon, and I was no, no. I'm sorry. You were in New York. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and I was in Oregon, East Oregon to be exact.
Uh-huh.
Middle of nowhere. I mean, there's nothing out there. Literally, no joke. I mean, I have to drive. So I go out there about once a year because my buddy lives and works out on the ranch out there, and I like to go pay him a visit.
Yeah.
Really good friend of mine, and yeah, I mean, when I'm out there, like we have to drive like 50 miles just to get into town, right? I mean, that's how isolated this ranch is. And whereas you were in New York, and you're in one of the biggest cities in the world, so it's kind of a huge contrast.
Yeah. Yeah. It's completely different, and everything just came all of a sudden because you were in Oregon, and you came back here, and then this had happened out of nowhere, and then now you'd been kind of feeling sick too. My wife just got sick right when
Mm.
we came back. And then not only that, just to add on, right when I got back from New York, my car was giving me issues. And
Oh
I was
no.
like, come on, like out
Oh
of
no.
all like, I just came back into town trying to get everything situated. I think it cost me to get it fixed about 600.
Oh, okay, that's
So
not too bad.
yeah, I spent the
But still,
600, and
yeah,
yeah, it was just kind of an unexpected expense randomly. But that's what's good too, is being able to like save, have some money just in case things happen, because things
sure,
will happen.
absolutely.
So, but you know how it is. Things are just a hassle. The wife got sick, and then I had the car problems. Trying to figure that out, and then just trying to get situated from the trip. So all that happened, and then merch wise, which we were going to talk about too, those numbers had dropped since I was out of town. And you were like,
Mhm.
I can't believe they went down that low. And I was like, yeah, they for some reason really took a dip. So
Yeah, no, I mean, when you and I were talking, and you told me how many shirts you were selling, I was really surprised because that was pretty significant from what you're normally used to. And I'm like, I mean, I felt bad for you, but at the same time, I felt happy because I can now catch up. Um, so, so I'm like, yo, man, that sucks, man. But now there's a good possibility that I can catch up to your numbers. But no,
yeah,
it does suck though.
when I was in New York those 2 days, I think I was selling. I mean, I've been averaging like 30, 35 per day. And then during those 2, 3 days I was there, I was down to like 14 to 19 range, which is super low.
That is
And then
extremely
yeah,
low for you.
yesterday was really low too. I think I was only at like 16 or 17 sales. So I don't know. They've been really, really declining. I need to get back into the game, and like I said, maybe just focusing on these other all these other things that I need to really get my head back into the merch game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess maybe sales. You want to talk about maybe your earnings from last month and then the little earnings for this last week?
Yeah. So my numbers have increased a little. I know I had mentioned in previous episodes how my numbers have dropped right after St. Patty's Days.
Uh-huh.
I was saying that my average sales per day was about 6 to 7. It's gone back up. I'm doing about 10 to 11 shirts per day, and I remember right before Patty's St. Patty's Day, I was doing about 100 shirts per week,
Mm-hmm.
which was like the highest average ever for me. I'm almost back to about 100. I'm doing about 90 shirts per week now, so
Okay.
my numbers are slowly getting bigger. I'm getting back to normal here, and so things are good. My 7 day average as of now, uh, 82 shirts sold, um, for an estimated royalty for $566.68.
Okay. Very nice.
So not bad. And if I continue to do this numbers, I'm probably gonna end the month somewhere between 2,200 to 2,300 a month.
Okay.
I'm sorry, a month. This month.
Yeah, this month. And then
Yeah.
last month, how was last month?
Last month was a little less than I expected. I was expecting 2,400, um, but it was just under. It was like 2,370 something.
Okay.
So, yeah,
And March was a pretty good month too. That was St. Patty's Day stuff, right?
March was by far for me the biggest month uh, for royalties. I know Christmas was big, but obviously
Yeah.
we had Amazon was having capacity issues and they were running out of inventory.
Yeah.
But yeah, March was definitely the biggest month.
Okay. Very nice.
And I've predicted this month was going to be a little less. Now I'm predicting next month is going to be a little better.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Okay, nice. And my 7 days, those have dropped. I mean, and I remember at one point when I was at like 230 to even the highest, I think last month it was at 250 at one point. Products sold last 7 days. So now that has dropped. Instead of like the 13 to 1500 estimated royalties, that has gone down to like 1,000 more or less. So products sold, I'm at 189
Mm,
last 7 days,
nice.
but it also has to do with the amount of shirts. Because if you remember late last year, I was almost at like 3,000 shirts. Now with the 60-day rule, and then now it's 90 days, but you know, those 60-day ones have still been taken down. So now, I had I think 18. Let me see.
Mm,
Yeah, like 1,800 shirts, which is still a lot, not gonna lie, but it's a lot less than what it used to be. So I just need to get back into things, really focus on merch stuff instead of. Well, no, I need to do the other stuff too, but
yeah.
merch is equally as important. So I need to get back into merch and get those numbers back up. But the last royalty for March was actually pretty good. Let me see if this thing loads real quick. Kind of pretty much where I thought it was. March 2017, $5,298.48.
Nice.
So it was an increase from January and February, but I think April will be a decrease too. Probably similar to the January numbers around the 4,000 range. So
Okay.
hopefully this month hurries up and ends.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's
Uh,
it for the earnings, but we did get good news yesterday
yeah.
on 420.
Yes, on 420. Hey, be honest. Did you go smoke?
I didn't smoke. I've never smoked ever.
Me too. No, I'm being dead serious. And you know what? And even if I did ever smoke, I told you, right now I'm not feeling too well. There was no way I could have smoked last night or yesterday.
And I don't have anything against it. I've just never even tried it. Even in high school, I never tried it. I
Hmm.
guess it was just like a weird um I don't know, paranoid lung thing for me. I don't know why. I guess even cigarettes, nothing. Like never smoked anything. I don't know
Well,
what.
cigarettes are they're proven to be bad, but obviously, marijuana.
Yeah, it's totally different, but
Yeah,
it's just I don't know. For some reason, never, nothing.
yeah.
But our good news was new colors, 6 new
Hmm.
color options:
Yes, sir.
dark heather, heather gray, heather blue, purple, orange, and real men wear pink. So pink
Nice.
is now an option, and I made it like a little short mini video on the Merch Minds Facebook group. If you're in there, you can see just like a quick little, I don't know, 20 to 30-second video just to see the different colors and just something different I created for the group.
Hmm.
So that was a pretty good news. Pink, I think, has been in popular demand for a
Yes,
while.
pink. I saw purple in there. Purple's cool.
Yeah.
How come they call it Heather? Why not? Why not Linda or Jacqueline, right? Or
I have no
Stephanie?
clue.
Why is it Heather?
I don't know why it's Heather. That's a good question. You can ask somebody at an Amazon why it's called that. But I haven't really heard good things about those colors though. That the I guess the type of material and the color and then kind of mixing together with I guess their printed stuff, they don't really look that great compared to the solids of like purple, pink,
Oh, for real?
orange, black,
Because
navy.
because because the message on the dashboard was saying that those colors are going to be available on Monday. We're recording the show on a Friday,
Hmm.
and last night when I was uploading designs, I had those options already,
Yeah.
and I've already chosen some of those options, and now I'm
Oh.
wondering if I should maybe edit.
Well, someone
But
had told, I think someone posted in one of the groups, it might have been even our group. I gotta double check, but I guess on other print on demand sites that they just didn't have like a great look and feel after they've been printed with those type of like heather type of shirts. I guess because they do have kind of a little, I mean, they're not like a solid color. You can see they have kind of like a small, I don't even know what the word is, but look to it that looks different than just a solid colored shirt.
yeah,
So
well,
I don't know.
it's a mix of and I obviously I'm not an expert, but isn't it like a mix of thread or something to give it that little gosh,
Texture, like a
yeah,
texture.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there we go. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
But
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but maybe we'll have to test it out and see.
yeah, yeah.
Trial and
Um,
error.
on just since you brought it up, and the beauty of that is and this is something that I always preach. Um, last night I bought a particular font for
Mhm.
always buy your fonts, people. Always buy your fonts. I bought a particular font for a particular design that I was working on, uploaded it onto my dashboard, and picked some of the new colors. I've already sold one shirt
Oh, nice. Already? That was quick.
already.
Dang.
Already, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have that font paid off here real soon.
This guy's a beast.
Yeah, I don't mess around.
No, sir. And speaking of the Merch Minds Facebook group,
Yes.
so a couple of things. The first thing, and then you can talk about the second thing as far as like our
Yes.
listeners go. But the first thing was we did have like a cap and we did have 500, we did have 1,000. We have a lot of people. I don't even know how many like are trying to get into the group, and we've accepted more. We're gonna keep going and open that up and get more people in. The thing is that me and Young have been back and forth and talking about it, trying to figure out what we want to do. And I don't know, like we want to help as many people as possible. And we know we can't do that by not letting people in. At the same time, I do understand with like having a smaller group is also cool. It's a tough position because we do want to help more people, but at the same time, we've had people that just tag us or ask us questions through email or even sometimes just send us a direct message. But we try to help as many people as we can. So even if it is a huge group, somehow, some way you can still contact us. I mean, we're totally open to that. We're not we don't want to make some huge group to where there's no value in anything, but at the same time, we want to make sure people get help. So that's what we're doing as far as the group goes. And then Young has some news on our listeners as far as the podcast.
Yeah, so in the group last week, or maybe about a week and a half ago now, I had posted that we were going to hit a milestone, 50,000 downloads for this particular podcast, something that Glenn and I started to really just talk about our own personal journey, and it just kind of took off. Thank you, everyone, for your support. It really does mean a lot to us that you guys do tune in and listen to us. And yeah, I mean, 50,000 downloads. I mean, who would I've, you know what? I've never even thought about numbers like this when we first started this podcast. And I thought, well, we thought it would be kind of nice to do something, especially for everyone that supported us. So what we're going to do is Monday, because we want to give people an opportunity to download and listen to this particular episode. Monday, Glenn and I, and we have to work out how we're going to do this, but we're going to do a random drawing for one person and send them to Hawaii. No, I'm just playing. Do a random. You're like, what the hell? We didn't talk about this.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, a random drawing for one person, and we'll do a live Q&A session with you. You can ask us anything about merch. You know, if you're having issues on certain things, this would be a good opportunity for you to really pick our brains. And not that we're, not that we're any experts, but I mean, Glenn, obviously, with his design background, he's putting up some good numbers, and I must be doing something right, because with only 400 shirts live, I'm easily doing over 2K per month. So, you can definitely pick our brains. So that'll be Monday. Again, we're gonna work out the details. That's something we need to think about here, how we're gonna do that.
And we really wanted to do something like one-on-one, to be able to help somebody that just has some questions. Hey, I'm kind of lost. Like, what do I do next? Like,
yeah,
something that we can actually sit with somebody and they could see us, talk with us. We can figure things out, try to help them. So that's what I thought was like a really cool giveaway for like our 50,000 listeners or plays or whatever we have so far. It's just the stats have been awesome so far. But
yeah,
would never really even would have thought anything like this. For two dudes, well, I don't know. Have you have podcast background before? Because I've never done.
No, man. I mean, and we talked about that. I mean, go back and listen to the first 10, 15 episodes. It probably sounds like crap. Right? I mean, we've never done this. I mean, our editing skills are probably completely off in the first 10, 15 episodes. God knows what we sound like. But this is something that we talked about. I feel like we've gotten better. Our editing skills have gotten better. I feel, and I can only say this for myself, I feel a lot more comfortable behind the mic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And but yeah, and when we first talked about doing something like this, I was like, well, maybe we can give away money. And the thing is, yeah, money's great, but it's like it provides no value, right? As far as learning the merch business, right? I mean, we can give you $50, but what are you going to go do with it? Go blow it on some drinks or something? Why not, have an opportunity to talk to us and really just kind of get to understand how to do the merch business and how we go about doing it. Again, Glenn and I probably have different ways of doing the business, but again, we're giving you the opportunity to talk to both of us, and maybe you can get some information from both of us and maybe use that for yourself and really grow your business.
Yeah, it totally makes perfect sense for this, and I don't know, let's see what we go from there, because we really want to do. We have some other ideas too that we want to do for the Facebook group. So
sure,
we really want to do a lot of cool things and really want to make sure that this group is totally different. We're getting there. I know it takes some time to kind of bring in more people and different posts and different little things here and there. And then now we're doing the giveaway. So different things we want to do. But just stay tuned, stick with us, go into the group Merch Minds on Facebook. So now our topic. Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was going to talk about the topic that we're going to talk about today, which you approached it, and I was like, man, this is gonna be hilarious. But at the same time, I know that it actually can answer some questions for people that have had these questions because they're not new. I've actually heard these.
Uh-huh.
Well, not really just questions, but
Questions,
conspiracies.
conspiracy theories. This is some X-Files stuff right here, man.
Like I was like, all right, totally on this. Oh, what is our topic called again? Well,
The conspiracy theory of merch by Amazon.
and I was like, man, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be Alex Jones, and you can be Jesse Ventura.
You know what? I like that. Because I like Jesse Ventura. I think
Oh,
Alex
thank you.
Jones is a little out there, man.
I like Alex Jones.
He's a little out there. Not like him too, man. He's a little freaky though, man. He's always loud.
Oh yeah, he's super loud. So we can do like info wars, merch wars, and talk about some of these things. So we came up with like, well, different things that people have actually contacted us before. So kind of just put them all together. So we have different topics, questions, and true or false, and other little mini theories that we need to break. We need to break these codes.
Absolutely.
So how should we start? You want to start with one, and then me, and then
Yeah, I'll start it, man,
Okay,
and
okay,
then we can go
okay.
back and forth.
All right.
First one: does Amazon throttle our listings? Meaning, does Amazon purposely restrict our listings from customers? Um,
Do we have like music or something?
You
Like
know
a
what?
little like haunting music or like
I'm gonna try and add that. Okay, I'm gonna try
okay,
and add that.
okay.
We'll see. We'll,
I don't know. Throttle our listings. Didn't people have like this type of theory for like eBay too at one point with like throttling listings? Like I don't think I
they
really even
they did.
know like what this fully means.
Well, so the way I read it, okay,
Okay.
and the reason I put this in here is because I actually read it in our group. Someone had asked, "Is Amazon throttling our listings?" And to me, and I'm not picking on anyone, okay? But to me, it just made no sense. It's like, why would Amazon purposely throttle anyone's listings? Okay, when we make money, Amazon makes money. So why the heck would they throttle anyone's listing? Unless they're having capacity issues like they did in December. They were running out of certain sizes. They were running out of certain colors. So they started throttling or restricting certain apparels. But why would Amazon, just think about this, okay? Why would Amazon on purpose just throttle your listing? It makes no sense. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And I remember someone responded, well, Amazon's known to throttle people's listings. But why? We know why they did it in December, but why would they purposely do it? So what I'm trying to say is I do not think Amazon purposely throttle our listings.
I like that. I mean,
You like that?
I do like that. And I think it makes total sense. I think you totally hit it with the capacity issue because I kind of not really that I forgot, but I guess it was already it's like 4 months ago that, and even not only that, there's actually, I think in the Facebook group, Trey actually told me too that double check some of the kids shirts, and there's still some kids shirts that don't even have certain sizes and colors available too. They haven't actually caught up on some of the youth shirts.
Okay, yeah.
So those might actually be somewhat throttled, I guess, because they can't fill that capacity issue. But other than that, I mean, it makes total sense. I mean, they're going to make money and they want to make money from you. So they wouldn't want to do that.
And by the way, since you did bring up eBay, a couple of years ago, I think it was a couple of years now, eBay had their anniversary convention,
Oh, okay.
which I went to, which I went to, and I actually talked to one of the VPs over there, and I asked him about the throttling at eBay. He laughed at me. He goes, that's stupid. He goes, yeah. Yeah, he laughed at me. So we definitely got a good laugh out of that. Yeah. So I'm going to put that conspiracy theory to rest.
Oh, okay, nice. I like that. All right, the next one. So, will Amazon shut down my account if I don't use it immediately? And this question is, they won't, I mean, this is from my personal experience, at least what I think. They won't shut you down within the first like couple of days or anything. I mean, you have to know when you get accepted in. But yes, they will shut you down eventually if you have just been, thinking about ideas and then you never put anything into action and you're not uploading any shirts. The thing is, I don't know when that will actually be, as far as a month, 2 months down the road, weeks. I have no clue. But Amazon does want people that are serious about getting into their, platform, that they actually are gonna upload t-shirts and they actually want to sell and they actually want to make money. Now, if you're not doing any of that and you've already been accepted, for a couple of weeks or something, you're like, I'll get to it right now. I'm kind of busy. I'm thinking about it. I'll have pretty cool ideas. Ideas are garbage because they're not anything yet. So until you actually put those into work, then you're fine, but you can't just sleep on it after you've been accepted.
Yeah, I mean, I think the real conspiracy theory is, why aren't you uploading designs if you're accepted? I think that's the real question. If you've been accepted, why are you waiting 2-3 months to upload your designs? I think that's the real question. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you are actively uploading your designs, you can take some time off. I mean, I took almost a week off when I was up in East Oregon, where internet connection apparently doesn't exist out there. So I didn't have access to the internet, so I couldn't upload designs. So I mean, it's not like you have to upload designs every day. You can take time off, but I mean, if you take some significant time off, I mean, they might consider closing your account, which we know that they've done. So I guess the real question is, why aren't you uploading your designs if you've been accepted? Why are you waiting 2-3 months?
Yeah, and
it makes no sense.
And we talked about that before, that even if you put in your, application to get in, you should already be starting on something like learning Illustrator or learning about trademarks or coming up with different ideas or slogans, looking those up, getting yourself familiar with the platform even before you've gotten accepted so that you are ready to go. And once you're in, hey, I have 10 good ideas. I know what I want to do, these shirts on and what the idea is. All right, good. Get these uploaded, get these designed. You're good to go. And not another month or two later after the fact. I mean, that's just too long.
Yeah.
But I guess it probably lead into your other question about shutting down accounts and what, maximum numbers or something?
Yeah. Will Amazon shut down our accounts if we don't upload our maximum number of shirts per day? No. I've already said for the last 2 weeks now. So my maximum uploads right now is 15. I've already, the last couple of weeks now, I've been saying there's no way I'm going to upload 15 shirts per day. I'm only doing about 5 per day still. Okay, because I just don't have the time.
But you could improve over time. I mean, not saying that it's always going to be at 5. I mean,
but just because I'm not meeting my maximum number of uploads per day, Amazon, at least I don't think they're going to shut my account down. As long as you're being active, they see me uploading 5 shirts per day. I don't think they're going to shut down my account.
Yeah.
But again, another conspiracy theory that we just laid to rest.
Hell, mine's at 90 per day.
Yeah, how in the world are you going to upload 90 shirts per day?
I'd have to have a whole team and a whole starting 5.
Right? I mean, think about it, right? I mean, you and I are a one-man show. Think about it. Having to do research, coming up with keywords, descriptions, and then actually designing the shirts. How the heck are you going to do 90 shirts per day? There's no way. As long as you're active, I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, that's true. What about, let me ask, this is a random question, but about uploading 90 per day. Let's say I did have a team, a fleet of workers, at least what if I had somebody that's just purely coming up with ideas? Another one that's just doing like trademark, all these things we've talked about. Another one that does keywords, and then 2 designers, and then I just upload them.
Okay.
And then paying all these, like, all these, employees. Do you think
Minions.
that? Yeah, do you think that maybe seeing those numbers grow, and then paying them? Like, would that even be worth it to really grow it and pay them, or just do a one-man show like I'm already doing, and then keep the 5,000 to 6,000 per month on my own? Like, I wonder if that would just take away from, and then I'm just back to just making
Well,
the
I
5,000
guess
to 6,000.
I guess it depends on where you're hiring these people from. I mean, are you going to hire people, uh, from like Fiverr and Upwork, where they work from India and the Philippines, where labor is cheap, or are you going to hire employees here in the U.S.? Because obviously the labor is higher here.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of factors, but you know, for me, I'm not going to say I'm a micromanager, but I am somewhat of a control freak when it comes to my designs.
And with your
So,
merch account, because this is your
yeah.
one account. I mean, if anything happens to where you do, or maybe things are kind of automated and you do trust maybe some people to
Hmm.
research these trademarked
Right.
things, and you're like, oh,
And
well,
and
I'm not going to double check these because I don't have time. I'm making
yeah.
YouTube videos. I'm doing this and that. Then if something happens, I mean, really, it's just going to be on you. But
Right. Because even me just doing my own designs and uploading my own designs, I make mistakes all the freaking time.
yeah,
Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that listening. You guys do have a system in place where you have people doing that, designing and uploading for you. That's great, long as you have a system in place. Me personally, I'm not going to risk my account. If my account gets suspended for some reason, I want it to be suspended because I did something stupid, not someone else.
yeah. Okay, that's an interesting little question. That's not part of the conspiracy, by the way. But I
No.
just wanted to see your take. Let's see. Where's the next one that I had? Oh, here it is. Um, can you, Glenn from Hustler Hacks, accept me into the Merch by Amazon platform? Like, I can't. Okay.
What does that mean?
Like, kid you not? Like, I'm not lying to you. I get these at least like every 2 weeks. Like, not just from like one person, various people that email me this question on the regular. Like, can you just accept me into the program? But the thing is
Wow.
that I don't work for Amazon, and I can't. Like, you're gonna have to wait just like everybody else. Over time now, I don't know how long it's gonna take to get in. And I know we've talked about this a lot of times, but the questions still keep coming up. I mean, I wouldn't be answering them and telling you over and over if these questions just didn't come up, but they do, and they keep asking, can I accept you in? Which I can't. I don't have any control over that. And of course, the follow-up question is, well, when am I going to get in? And I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
I get all
I
the
mean,
time.
we have no control over that. It could take 2 to 3 months. It could take 7 to 8 months. I know people that have taken a year to get in. And I wish I knew what Amazon, how they accept people in. What is it based off of? Is it when you applied? I have no clue, and they don't disclose any of that information. So, Glenn from Hustler Hacks, he can only do so much.
Not me. I'm God. You want to get into the program? You come talk to me. I'll get you in. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, we can only do so much. So that's just my answer. I can't do anything about it, and I don't know when you can get in.
Yeah, I never got that question. I get the
Oh,
ones. When am I going to get accepted all the time again?
Okay.
I have no idea. All right, on to the next one. Okay, I've seen this question. I can't remember where I saw it. Do third-party apps, and I'm not going to mention any app's name, but do third-party apps collect our data and use them for themselves?
Where's the spooky
Wow.
music?
I'm gonna add it in there, man. I'm gonna try. It
Okay.
depends on how I feel and if I can find a good music. Um, Again, this is my own speculation. I'm gonna say no. Okay. When you know you whether these apps are free or you pay for them, I guess hypothetically they can collect your data and use it for themselves. But why would they do that? Okay, these people are charging you for a service and they're making money off of you. So why would they risk their business to do something like that? Again, maybe it is happening. I don't know, but I'm going to say they're not because they want to be a reputable company that offers good services. Um, so I don't think they would jeopardize their business or their name to do something like that. Okay, so my own opinion, I'm going to put that conspiracy theory to rest, unless you want to add something to it, Glenn.
I'm gonna say yes. Not only are they stealing your data, they're stealing your designs. Just kidding. I think this is actually kind of tricky because I would actually, I don't know if you've seen this too, is that when you, I don't know, like remember back in the day, like Farmville wants to use your account or something, or Farmville wants your approval to send out, like updates or something. Like it's it's
Yeah,
kind of
but
it's
but
kind of
but but you're
weird.
but I know what you're saying, but you're comparing apples to oranges, okay? I mean, Farmville is completely different from what we're doing, right? These are
But
third
okay,
party apps where people are charging you, in most cases, money, and so they're making money off of you for doing that, and there's nothing wrong with that. So there's some great apps out there. Uh, I just don't see them doing something like that and risking their company and their business, for something just something shady like that. I just don't see that happening.
okay. Well, what about like free apps or free like Google extensions, like Chrome extensions?
I still don't think they collect your data. I mean, again, maybe I'm wrong. Um, I mean, me personally, I don't use any of the apps. There's one app that I use, and I don't even know what it's called, but it's the one in your Chrome browser where it makes the cha-ching sound every time you make a sale.
Oh,
I don't even remember what it's called, but that's the only one that I use. Um, I do all my research on Google.com. I don't use, I know there's some, is it Merch Research or Merch Informer? One of those, where you can go in and do research, um, which I've heard nothing but good things about.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm gonna say they don't. Um, um, but yeah, I mean, what do I know, right? I mean, like I said, I don't use those apps. I do it the old traditional way. I just use Google.com,
The old-fashioned way,
the
and just
old-fashioned way.
yeah, writing with like a feather pen and
Exactly.
on like a scroll and
Uh-huh.
getting your ideas down.
Right. I don't even have light bulbs, man. I use
Candle,
candles. Yep.
yes, sir. Candlelight. That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, I think that every, I guess, app has their own terms, and I'm just talking about apps in general, not just anything with merch related, but apps in general. I think they do have certain terms to where they will collect certain data. So I would just read the fine print about it. But I don't think, I agree with Young. I don't think some of these merch ones are there to take your data and see what your designs are or see how much money you're making. And I don't think they would do anything like that.
Yeah. Again, maybe I'm wrong, but uh, I just don't see that happening.
Okay. Next one. Is it true Amazon will eventually get overloaded and close all of these accounts that are not based off of their original plan, which was to sell t-shirts for gamer and app developers?
Wow. I never heard that one before.
I'm telling you,
You want me to answer that, or are you
this
going to
stuff's
answer it?
out there, man. This stuff's out there. Um,
Go
I think
ahead, man.
Amazon's just too far gone at this point. Everyone's just too much like dominating, and they're making so much money off of this that now they're adding, of course, like new colors and new machines, and they're trying to keep up with all this stuff. Yeah, the original plan probably was to do this gamer app type of thing to help these people to, you know, offer their apps and game apps, all this other stuff to sell merchandise. And then all of a sudden, everybody that did get in totally changed that, and then now it's like everything is is on there on Amazon. So I don't think they have any complaints about it because they're making good money from it. So I think it's just too far gone at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Amazon at some point not accepting any more applications, but I don't think that would be the case. But yeah, um, that's just my opinion. I don't know. I mean, again, what do I know? I'm just an average Joe in Santa
Just a
Clara,
podcast.
California. Yeah.
All right, next.
Okay. I'm looking at my list here. I'm trying to see which ones we've done and which. Okay. Uh, can you make money immediately with merch by Amazon? And let me clarify that. Okay.
Okay.
Um, can you make uh, significant amount of money immediately? Because I've seen people complain and make comments and post stuff in not just our groups and in other people's groups.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh man, it's been 4 weeks, man. I haven't sold one shirt, man. This thing's it's a scam. It doesn't work. Um,
Man, you got 4 weeks. I've gotten like 3 or 4 days.
oh my gosh, man. And it's again, we're not picking on anyone particular, but it's just like we said this before, right? I mean, there's so many factors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number one is we've always said this: design is always prominent. Okay, if your design is garbage, no one's gonna buy your shirt. Okay, um, but what niche are you in? I mean, there's a big difference between a football niche and I don't know. Uh,
Trending.
no, like football, which is a huge niche, right?
Mhm.
Almost everyone loves football, or maybe crocheting, right?
Yeah.
Not many people are in the crocheting niche. So what niche are you in? What are your keywords like? But again, we always said design is prominent, and I know there's a lot of people out there, they insist on doing their own designs, and that's okay. But if you're gonna do your own designs, uh, do your go watch some tutorial videos. I don't get the whole mindset of you guys trying to do your own designs, but you don't know anything about design. And again, we're not criticizing you, but there's a lot of tutorials out there. Uh, educate yourself. I've always said education is your primary tool to succeed in any business, really. Um,
And
so
you don't even need a design background or degree or any of that stuff because um a lot of it has to do with like you said, researching and watching videos and seeing what's good, what's selling out there already, what looks good, why are these selling, what's good about them, the design
yeah,
wise
yeah,
or simplicity
yeah.
or these things. You don't even need some type of awesome design background anyway.
Yeah,
But
but there's been certain occasions where someone who just started off, they have that right design and they're in that right niche, and they just start making money immediately, right? And
mhm.
that's a rare occasion. It does happen, but I think for uh, the most people that are in the program, it's gonna take a while. And I've said this numerous times. It's taken me over a year to get to this point.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so I mean. So for those of you that's saying, oh, I haven't sold a shirt and I'm not making any money. Well, again, what niche are you in? What does your design look like? There's just so many variations.
yeah, and everybody's doing different things. Some people want to build brands, some people want individual niches, some people just want trending things. Some people are promoting through Instagram or Facebook, or some people are doing ads. Some people are at different tier levels. There's totally different factors with everybody, and I think even with Margaret, I think Margaret sold I think her first shirt quicker than I sold mine. I think she got her first sale within like the first couple of days or something. I didn't even get a sale the first couple of days. I think it took me at least 2 to 3 weeks to really get something,
Mm,
some type of results. I mean, And I was considered one of the apparently early ones into merch. And then now that there's more people, a lot more competition, people are tiered up and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's only going to get harder. So I think it would make more sense that it would take a little longer to get a first sale rather than easier. But like I said, there's a lot of different factors in there. To make money immediately, though, I mean, nothing happens overnight.
Yeah, the problem is that again, everyone's looking for that get rich scheme. This isn't a get rich scheme. It's a long term solution. You have to work at it, and then the more hours you put in, you'll see better results.
Yeah, but I blame you on this because you just made it look way too easy. So
what are you talking about, man?
Just-
Huh?
And so last one we had okay, here it is. Is it true? Dun, dun, dun.
Are you just gonna put your own sound effects in there now, huh?
That Amazon can doesn't even make sense. Tear you down or downgrade you from how many slots you have if you're not as active.
Shut up, man. Are you making this up, or you actually heard it?
No, I'm serious. I'm super serious right now.
Oh.
So in other words, I'm guessing. So what's an example? Like, let me see. Where's mine? Okay, so I'm at 90 submissions per day, 8,000 designs. So I'm guess they're saying like they would bump me down or slow me down to like, let's say 50 submissions per day, and then now I'm downgraded from 8,000 to 4,000. Like now I'm moving backwards because I haven't filled them. Maybe that's what I'm guessing.
Huh. Well, I guess anything's possible. I mean,
you're like, now these conspiracy theories are getting out of control.
I personally never heard that one. I guess anything's possible, but again, I mean, unless you're really not doing anything, I guess I don't even know how to answer this question. I mean,
I'm to me, I think that you're fine because you already like hit those like milestones and you've tiered up. Let's say if you go up to 500 or something, I don't see them downgrading you. I mean, unless down the road they change their rules, which they do that, but I don't see why they would do something like that. And unless, like you said, you must be just chilling on a beach, not checking your merch at all. You're not even logging in. Now you're just waiting for your check at the 29th of the month, like not really caring at all, and just like, all right, this is now I'm taking passive income to the extreme, where I'm not even gonna like check this, and I'm just waiting for my monthly check. Then maybe I could see something like, oh well, this person doesn't really care, so maybe,
well, I
don't know.
I mean, even if not that I think about it, as long as you're generating sales for Amazon, I don't see them shutting down your account or downgrading
you.
As long as you continue to make sales for them. But I mean, it's what I was saying earlier. It's like, why would you not be active? Okay, I mean, this is a great platform for you to make a lot of money. So why wouldn't you? I mean, again, we're not saying you have to, like in your situation, you don't have to upload 90 shirts per day. I mean, why not upload 5-10 shirts every other day? Like I said, when I was up in Oregon, I didn't upload any designs for almost a week, and there's no way in hell I'm gonna be uploading 15 designs per day. I'm
Without
doing 5 per
internet.
day. Yeah, I'm doing 5 per day to this day. I did 5 last night. I'm gonna do 5 today.
Yeah. So there we go. I mean, I would say you're good to go unless there's some type of rule change, but that would be really totally different, drastic rule change that Amazon would have to put into play. So I wouldn't worry about any of that stuff.
Yeah. We just put all those conspiracy theories to rest. All right. No more silly conspiracy theories, people. Nah, you know what? These are, again, we're not picking on anyone.
No, they'll come up again.
Oh, I'm sure they will. And when
that's how Alex Jones stays in business.
And you know what? And when it does, we'll have another episode and we'll tackle those theories.
I didn't even get into like the alien questions like with merch, but I will.
Well,
Eventually we will.
I'll tell you this much: Steve Bezos definitely looked like an alien, doesn't he?
What?
Oh my gosh!
Steve Bezos.
Is that what's his name? Is it Steve? Is it Jeff? Oh, it's Jeff, right? Is it
This
Jeff?
is your boss you're talking
Yo,
about.
yeah,
Jeff
Jeff
is the
Bezos.
boss.
Jeff Bezos definitely looks like an alien, huh?
What?
You know what? My account's gonna get shut down, dude.
Yeah,
I'm over here
yeah,
talking
no
all
more.
kinds of. I'm over here popping off on the man, and oh man, I need to backtrack my words here.
Yeah,
I'm,
you should just
uh,
edit that out.
yeah, nah. You know what? It's all in good fun. It's
You're
all
like,
in
you know
good
what?
fun.
We're cool. We're cool. Nothing to say here.
Yeah, but
This podcast is over for the day.
yeah, no, that was a fun episode. But
Yes, sir.
hey, man. So I know you mentioned your trip to New York, man. How was it? I mean, I know you're out there hanging out with Gary V.
It was awesome, and I literally have like this 200 plus page binder here of
Let me see. Let me see the binder. Let me see it.
like strategies. I don't know. Can you even see it?
Wow. Yeah, I can see that.
Strategies. I don't know
Okay.
what else in here that I'm like, man, like I guess when it comes to building a brand and having like YouTube channel and doing all these things, like I felt like, all right, cool, like 24,000 subs. Like I feel like I've done something, but at the same time, I felt like I haven't really done a whole lot. But now after this trip, now it really feels like I haven't done a whole lot compared to like
Okay.
how many, like I said, strategies and other things in this, binder thing that I got to go over. And I went through it yesterday, and I have a lot of like notes and stuff that I'm really gonna have to do a lot of work as far as building that up, and a lot of it applies too for the podcast
Sure.
and building pretty much building a brand and helping people and do all that. So it's a lot of work, but it was super super cool. Anybody wants to check it out, Hustler Hacks, I have like a 3-day vlog, 3 different videos.
Okay, I have to check
And
them out. All
yeah,
right.
check it out. My editing skills were on point on these videos to where they really took a lot of time.
Yo, man, you can't give yourself credit, man.
No, like
Let
at
the
first
viewers judge that.
they
You can't give
did,
yourself
they
props.
did.
Oh, did they?
Yes, they did. That's
Well,
why at first
I'm
I
gonna
was
check it
like,
out. I'm
I
gonna
was
check
like,
it out, man. I'm gonna check
okay,
it out, and I'll let you know if your editing skills are on point.
okay, you let me know. I got like 60 thumbs up within the first like day on one of the vlogs because like, man, this editing. You even read the comments.
All right, I'm gonna check them out.
Sweet, man. All these things. So the only bad thing is now I'm like, man, well, my regular scheduled programming of me going to thrift stores in Ross, like now I gotta I don't know how I'm gonna make those videos so cool because this is a vlog in New York. I mean, they pretty much
Hmm.
wrote themselves because New
Wow,
York in general is cool, but now
fun
to
place.
make my regular life
Definitely a
look
fun
cool,
place. It's
it's gonna be a
expensive out
problem.
there. It's
Yes, sir, it
expensive.
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool, man. Well, let's see. I mean, anything else? Anything else you want to talk about here? Let's see. Where can they contact you, Glenn?
Hustler hacks the number 1 at gmail.com, and then go to my YouTube channel, Hustler Hacks.
Cool. And you guys can email me at yong@geekhustle.com. Go sign up for my newsletter at geekhustle.com. I'll give you guys some pretty cool design newsletters. And again, guys, I mentioned this earlier in the show. If you guys aren't doing your own designs, there are options out there. We teamed up with the folks at Merch Candy. Travis is a really cool guy. Go check him out. They have designs, professional quality designs already made for you. All you got to do is just go check them out, pick whatever you want. You can upload it onto Merch by Amazon or any other pod sites. Merchcandy.com/merchminds. Tell them we sent you. You get 2 free shirts when you sign up. Again, that's merchcandy.com/merchminds. Yeah, man, that's about it. And again, man, I'm gonna try and take the next couple of days off, man. I'm just something I ate last night. It's just not doing good for me.
Yeah, you do your thing.
Oh no, trust me, I've been doing my thing all night. Trust me. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna spare you the details, but
Okay,
I've
okay.
been doing my thing.
All right. All right, that's it. Nice show. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.